Well, hi. I'm here today with. What's your name? Sorry.
My name's Hannah.
Okay, and
Adam.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
So I'm from England,
Okay.
and
And I'm originally from Australia.
Okay, that's interesting. Now we will start with the questions for the interview. The first one I like more like about the food or places that you've been in, and the fourth like final will be like more personal. Okay, so the first one is who do you think are lovelier, Mexican people or the people in your country?
ooh, I don't know, it's a mix everywhere, I think, isn't it? Everywhere has lovely people and difficult people. But we've found everyone in Mexico to be very helpful.
Okay.
And how many weeks have we been?
4 weeks so
4
far, I
weeks in
think.
Mexico, and it's our second visit to Mexico, and we love the people here.
Okay, thank you. How many countries have you been in?
In total,
Yeah, I guess.
maybe
Probably 30 or 40 countries.
yeah, the same, maybe more. Maybe.
I want to travel too. Which one has the best food?
The best food.
thank you. Gracias, gracias.
Best food. Which country's got the best food?
It's all different. Mexico has lovely food, street food particularly, but then other places have different flavors. Thailand has some wonderful food.
Asia has very interesting food. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Thailand is quite special for food as well. A bit like here, like we have different flavors of mole, and they have different flavors of the curries, and so I think
Street
yeah,
food and
yeah,
lots of fruits and different flavors.
yeah, things
Spice.
that we can't get at home because it's not so tropical.
Okay,
So-
yeah. I understand. And what did you think is the worst? Like the food?
Worst place for food? For me, it's probably some places in the eastern parts of Europe, just because the food is very heavy. So
Okay,
it's like just a lot of meat and a lot of cheese and a lot of potatoes.
Okay.
It's good for winter.
Yeah.
Poland, 20 years ago when we went to Poland, Poland's food was bad, but I think now it's better, but Poland was bad. A lot of pork, but no flavor. Like,
Yeah, it's very plain. Yeah.
Do you think Mexican food is spicier than the food in your country?
Only if you add the sauces. So, like how we find how the food comes in Mexico, it's not spicy, and then it depends how much you want to add. So, in England, they would say that the national dish is a curry because we have like so much influence from India that English people like really enjoy spicy food from curries in India. So for us, it's not too bad. Too spicy.
I think like England has a lot of Indian influence. Australia has a lot of Thai or Malay influences as well, Chinese. So it's the flavors are different as well. So you have kangaroo, but with a curry from Malaysia or something like that. So that's different.
So we're maybe a bit used to spicy food.
That's good. Do you speak Spanish or any other language?
Un poquito solo, pero
No.
él no. Y también yo hablo francés.
Oh, okay, okay.
Un poquito.
And you?
También.
What about you?
Nada.
No. And any other language?
No.
No, I think English
Just
is
English.
his second language.
Okay.
Australian the first.
Okay. And for you, which is better, English or French?
English, French, Spanish.
Or Spanish.
Spanish is my favorite, and I want
Yeah.
to learn more properly.
Okay.
Yep.
And here, like, underneath, do you know any bad word in Spanish?
Do you know any bad words in Spanish? No, not really.
No. Okay, that's good. That's good. And
Maybe people have said them to me. I don't know.
maybe it's probably. And which one is the most difficult? Well, what do you think? Speaking of languages.
Oh, when I was very young, I learned Latin, which
Oh, okay.
no one really speaks, but I think it's quite similar to German. So that to me looks very difficult.
Okay,
But
okay.
I think French and Spanish have similarities
Yeah.
because a lot of the word, the root of the word is similar. So sometimes there's things I can't speak, but I can recognize or I can read something. So I find Spanish is not too hard. The hardest thing for me is I will never remember if something is masculine or feminine because
yeah.
in English it's all
It's
the same.
a normal like issue here with the
Yeah.
Spanish. And you, what do you think is the most like difficult?
Well, for me, any language other than English is hard.
Okay,
But
English.
Spanish is not too hard because of there are familiarities between the words in English, like posible, possible. You know, it's there's
Yeah.
so many things that you can, and with a little bit of Italian, a little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish, you can make do. I think.
Can try.
Try.
Okay, that's good. Have you visited a museum here in Puebla?
See? Amparo.
Oh,
We
okay,
went to
yeah.
on what day do we come? On
3 days, 2 days ago.
the 5th
Oh, the
we
5th,
went.
yeah.
We
Cinco
went.
de Mayo.
And also we want to go to the Baroque Museum, I think tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
outside town. And is it Alfrenque? I can't
which
say
one?
it. The one that looks like the candy house.
Que se ve como una... la Casa del Alfeñique, I guess.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure which other ones we're going to. The art museum, maybe.
Art museum,
Yeah.
Baroque, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. For you, which one the most interesting?
I think for me, Amparo was.
Okay.
I like the mix of the old and the new. I think it's easy sometimes to visit somewhere and just look at the history. But I think it's nice to see what people are doing and talking about now as well with art and the integration of different styles.
Okay. And for you?
I like the history and everything from how Mexico came from pre-Columbian times to now. So yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay. Have you been in another state of Mexico?
Yes.
Yes.
So we've been on this trip. We've been in Oaxaca State, and we've also been all through Chiapas as well.
Oh, okay.
And we were driving around for the last month. Yeah. So
which was the best? Well, which was? Had the best views for you?
the best views.
Like landscapes or I
well,
don't know.
I think
Or-
for landscape, I would say Chiapas because of the
See.
mountains
beautiful,
and the waterfalls, and it's and the jungle is very different. But I think overall, it's because Mexico has everything.
Yeah.
It has beaches, it has desert. Like the changes in quite short spaces is quite incredible. Like to go from cactus to pine forest and jungle and to
Snow-capped mountains,
it's
volcanoes, all those things are so close to. Well, for me from Australia, I can drive 12 hours and 1,000 kilometers and still be in my same state. So to do that here, we've traveled 3,000 kilometers and gone through 6 or 7 states. Very different. So it's really nice.
Well, now we'll go with the final questions. These are more like personal. What is more important, money or happiness?
oh, happiness definitely.
Happiness.
For sure.
Do you consider yourself as a materialist person?
No, my job is I work for a charity with children with cancer. So no, definitely my job
No.
is about looking after other people.
I think I prefer things more experience. Whatever, if I had more money, I would just spend it in more experiences and traveling more and meeting new people more and things like that. So I definitely like more money than less if I could. But no, I definitely prefer happiness and experience over money, material.
That's good. Do you use social media?
I use Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Which one is your favorite?
Instagram, but I prefer photos, but it's moving to videos now. I don't like so much. But, yeah.
And what about you?
I don't really use much. No, I don't much. But if between the two, between all of them, probably Instagram because it's simple to look at and move on. Yeah.
And the final question: does social media make the world a better or a worse place? Why?
I think that it's made the world a better place. Well, I don't know about social media. That's not true. I think maybe the internet has, because I think there's more things that are accessible to more people. And if we think about the last couple of years, the way that we've been able to interact with each other in such a difficult time in the pandemic is important. But I think there needs to be more control.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what we're talking about. Internet.
Exactly.
I think social media overall is probably negative, but I think mobile phone and particularly smartphones that are now so accessible to everybody, that's a good thing, and the internet and information is good for people. Social media is good, and as much as it can transfer hate and dislike and things like that, it also can transfer acceptance and an awareness and knowledge, and I think that's very powerful. And used in the right way, social media could be very good, but a lot of people get too hung up on what it means to them, not what it can mean to others.
Well, that's really interesting. I really enjoyed to meet you.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoyed your last month of trip here in Mexico.
Thank you.
So have a nice day.
You too. And what's your name?
My name is Rayleigh.
Rayleigh. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks.
Mariana.
Yeah.
And what subject is this?
Oh,
for?
it's English.
English.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's for
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thanks.
day.
Have a good weekend. Bye.